So Sheena, she commented, "Thanks for the info. Can you do a video with the best unsecured credit cards?" I got you. What's up, winners? My name is Nam. If you're new here, welcome. Here we talk all things personal finance and credit. Start now by subscribing so you don't miss out on any of the future videos. So in today's video, I'm gonna go over the best credit cards for 2021. This is gonna be a very comprehensive list. So if you're looking for the best credit cards for beginners, cashback, travel, or whatever it is, it will be covered in this video. So all the cards that we'll be talking about, they're not in any particular order. These are just the top picks for a specific category. All of the categories will be timestamped below. So whatever category you are looking for, go ahead and just skip ahead. But if you want to support the channel, I'll see you guys at the very end. Now let's start off with the best credit cards for beginners with no credit or even bad credit. The first card that we will be talking about in this category will be the Petal credit card. This company offers two types of credit cards, the Petal 1 and the Petal 2. Honestly, I think the Petal 2 is a much better option. So with this credit card, you can get 1% cash back on all of your purchases, and you can earn an additional 0.5% cash back whenever you make your payments on time. In addition to that cash back, you can also earn up to a 10% bonus at selected merchants. There are also no annual fees, and you can get a credit limit up to $10,000. with an APR ranging between 13 to 27%. One of the key reasons on why I think this is a great starter card is that your credit score plays less of a role. Petal requires you to link your bank account, and it will take a look at your transactions and it will give you a cash score. Based on that information, you can get approved for this card. But if you do have a credit score, then they will take a look at it. There's also a pre-approval process that you can apply for to determine your odds, which I do highly recommend. But if you do decide to go ahead and approve the application, this will result in a hard inquiry. Now moving on to our next card. This will be the Tomo credit card. Even though Tomo labeled this card as a credit card, I feel like it's more like a charge card, meaning that you would have to pay the balance in full every single week or month, and you're not able to maintain a balance on this card. So with this card, you're gonna get a credit limit up to $10,000. There's no interest fees, no credit history needed, plus you can earn 1% cash back on all purchases. This credit card is truly a card that does not need a credit check. Similar to Petal, you would have to link your banking information through Plaid, which is a third-party provider which is owned by Visa, and based on your banking information will determine your odds. The process of getting this card can be a little bit long just due to the fact that they are getting a large influx of credit card applications, and based on what I heard, their customer service is really not all that great, but I never had a problem with them so far. Now let's talk about our honorable mention, which is the Discover It Secure card. Since this is a secure card, you would have to place a secure deposit, which in turn will be your credit limit. This is one of the very few cards out there like this that offer any sort of cashback or benefits without an annual fee. In addition to that, your cashback that you earn within the first year will be matched by Discover themselves. So once you've had this card for about 6 months to a year, you can then graduate this card to a traditional unsecured credit line. So on the topic of beginner cards, now let's move on to the best credit cards for students. The first card that I will cover will be the Deserve EDU MasterCard. With this credit card, you can receive 1 year of Amazon Prime Student for free after you spend $500 within the first 3 billing cycles. So this is a value of roughly around $59. You also can get 1% cash back on all purchases, and you also get cell phone protection up to $600. There's no minimum deposit required, and there's no annual fees. Plus with this card, there's no foreign transaction fees, so if you are studying abroad or traveling, this will save you some robbing money. On the other hand, if you are an international student, a social security number is not required for you to apply for this card. Now moving on to our next card, which will be the Discover It Student Credit Card. So with this card, you can earn 5% cash back on rotating categories, and you can earn 1% cash back on all other purchases. In addition to that, you can get an unlimited cash back match on all of your cash back that's earned after the first year. Boy, that was difficult. All right, another neat benefit about this card is that you can get a $20 statement credit for each school year that your GPA is 3.0 or higher, up to 5 years. So being above average does pay. Now let's keep it moving with our next card, which will be the Bank of America Cash Reward Card for students. Even though this credit card is labeled for students, this one is no different from the regular Bank of America Cash Rewards card. With this card, you get 3% cash back on your category of choice. You can actually change the categories every single month if you would like, but the choices that they do have available would be gas, online shopping, dining, travel, drugstores, home improvement, or furnishings. You also get 2% cash back at grocery stores and wholesale clubs, and also 1% cash back on all other purchases. But the thing about the cashback categories where you earn 3 and 2% cash back, it only applies for the first $2,500 each quarter. Then after, it will just be 1%. What I do like about this card is that there's no annual fee, plus you can earn a sign-up bonus. You can get a $200 bonus after you spend $1,000 within the first 90 days. You also get access to your FICO score, which is great because most credit card companies, they don't give it to you. In addition, if you do have an account with Bank of America or Merrill Edge with more than $25,000, you can get an additional boost to your cash back. If you are an international student or an individual who does not have a social security number, you can also apply for this card inside the branch. Now let's move on to our next category, which is cash back. The first card that we will be talking about will be the Citi Double Cash card. This card is pretty well known amongst credit card YouTubers because the benefits are so freaking great. The reason being is that you get an unlimited 1% cash back when you buy, plus another 1% cash back whenever you pay off those purchases. At the time of making this video, this card also offers 0% APR on balance transfers for the first 18 months. This card is great to have in your daily rotation since it does not have an annual fee either. Moving on to the next card I do recommend in this category, which will be the Apple Card. The reason why I put this card in this category is that you can get 2% cash back at retailers that accept Apple Pay. Apple Pay is accepted in most places nowadays, but it kind of works best for physical locations. Additionally, you also get 3% cash back on select retailers and Apple purchases, and you also get 1% cash back with purchases made with the physical Apple Card. A honorable mention in this category will be the AOD Federal Credit Union Visa Signature Card. This card is a little bit tricky to get access to because you need to be a member of this credit union or be in a selected employment group within the Alabama area. But if you do live in the surrounding area, this is the card to get. This card will give you 3% cash back on everything. It also has no annual fees or foreign transaction fees. Okay, now let's move on to our next category, which is the best no annual fee travel credit cards. I'm always down for no fees. The first one in this category will be the Wells Fargo Propel card. This one is absolutely one of my favorite credit cards due to the fact that it does have a lot of perks. So with this credit card, you can earn 3 times the points on travel, which also includes flights, hotels, ride sharing, and car rentals. You also get 3% cash back on gas stations, dining, streaming services, and 1 point for all other purchases. One of the downsides that I must say with this card is the point redemption. You would have to wait until you hit a threshold of $25, which I find somewhat annoying. But as for the value of the point, each point is worth around 1 cent. At the making of this video, this credit card does offer a 20,000 point bonus whenever you spend $1,000 of purchases within the first 3 months of the account opening. This equals to about $200 cash back. So moving on to our next credit card in this category, which will be the Bank of America Cash Rewards card. I didn't mention this card previously in the other categories, but this card is also a good travel card as well. The key reason on why this card is so great is that you can get 3% cash back on a category of choice. And one of them is being travel. You can also change your categories once per month, so if you know for sure that you will be traveling soon, you can just purchase your tickets once you select the travel, then you can select a different category in the meantime. Other categories where you can earn 3% cash back is gas, online shopping, dining, drugstores, home improvement, and furnishings. You also get 2% cash back at grocery stores and wholesale clubs, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. As for the 3% and 2% cash back, you only can earn $2,500 in combined purchases per quarter. Additionally, at the making of this video, you can get a $200 bonus after making $1,000 in purchases within the first 90 days. Now let's move on to our mid-tier travel credit cards. With these credit cards, you should expect to have an annual fee ranging anywhere between $50 to $100. The first card on the list will be the Chase Sapphire Preferred Credit Card. This card is pretty well known, but at the making of this video, it has a relatively high sign-up bonus. You can earn 60,000 bonus points whenever you spend $4,000 in purchases within the first 3 months of the account opening. This equals to $750 in travel whenever you redeem it through the Chase portal, or $600 if you were to redeem it as cash back. Additionally, you can also earn up to $50 in statement credit towards grocery store purchases within the first year of your account opening as well. Now let's talk about how you can earn rewards. You can get 2 times the points on restaurants and travel, and currently at the making of this video, you can get 2 times the points in grocery store purchases up to $1,000 per month until April 30th. Additionally, you can also get 5 times the points on Lyft rides all the way up to March 2022 and 1 times the points on all other purchases. There are some other travel benefits and features, but these are the key ones I wanted to highlight. Since this is a mid-tier credit card, there is an annual fee of $95. The next card in this category will be the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. With this credit card, you get a one-time bonus of 60,000 miles once you spend $3,000 on purchases within the first 3 months of the account opening. This equals to about $600 worth of travel. But the key thing to make note of is that you would have to use it in travel to get the maximum value of the sign-up bonus. If you were to redeem this as cash back, it would only be worth $300. Additionally, you can earn 2 times the points on every single purchase, and you can receive a $100 application fee credit for global entry or TSA PreCheck. So for this category, the honorable mention will be the JetBlue Plus credit card. I did do a full review of this credit card, so if you guys want to check it out, I'll link it up here or down below. But anyways, this credit card does offer a sign-up bonus that's relatively high to the amount of money that you would have to spend. The current offer for this card is that you can earn 40,000 miles after spending $1,000 within the first 3 months. Each point is roughly around 1 cent, so this will be worth $400 of JetBlue flights. So if you live near any airports that offer JetBlue, this is definitely the card that I would suggest looking into. Other ways that you can earn points is that you can get 6 times the points on JetBlue purchases, 2 times the points at restaurants and groceries, and 1 times the points on everything else. You also get your first check bag for free, and there's also a 0% APR for the first 12 months on balance transfers if you are into that type of thing. Additionally, with this card, they also give you 5,000 points for every single year that you renew, so effectively, your annual fee is roughly around $49. Now let's move on to our more premium travel credit cards. These usually have an annual fee of around $500. The first one in this category will be the Amex Platinum card. This one is an obvious choice just due to the fact that the current welcome offer is ridiculously high. At this moment, you can get a bonus ranging anywhere between 100,000 points all the way up to 125,000 points depending on the length that you use. Additionally, you can get 2 times the points at US gas stations and US supermarkets, up to $15,000 in combined purchases within the first 6 months of the card membership. There's a whole lot of perks that go along with this card, so I'm just going to cover some of the key highlights. You can get up to $200 of Uber credits annually. You also get an additional 100 Saks on Fifth Ave credit, 200 airline fee credit, access to airport lounges, and up to $100 credit for global entry and TSA pre-check. Now let's talk about how to earn some more points. You can earn 5x points on flights up to $500,000 per calendar year, 5x the points on prepaid hotels booked through Amex Travel, and 1 times the points on all other eligible purchases. The thing about membership reward points is that if you wanted maximum value, it does take some time and learning. In most cases, if you were to transfer to travel partners, you would most likely get the most value from them, roughly at around 2 cents per point. But if you were to cash them out, the value of the points would be worth 0.6 cents per point, which is terrible. And lastly, with this credit card, there is an annual fee of $550. With this high annual fee, you gotta make sure that you use all the perks and benefits that are available to you so you can offset it. The next card that I will be covering will be the Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card. Currently with this credit card, you can earn a $50,000 bonus after you spend $4,000 on purchases within the first 3 months of the account opening. This is equivalent to $750 towards travel whenever you do redeem them through the Chase portal. Additionally, you also get a $300 annual travel credit. At the making of this video, all the way up to June 2021, gas stations and grocery store purchases will also count towards earning for travel credit. Now let's talk about the points. You get 3 extra points on travel after you earn $300 worth of travel credit, 3 extra points on dining, and also 1 times the points on all other purchases. So given the whole pandemic, currently Chase is offering 50% more value in your points when you redeem them as pay yourself back. This allows you to use your points to pay your purchases in rotating categories. Since this is a higher end travel card, you can get access to airport lounges and also a $100 credit for global entry and TSA pre-check. And lastly, this credit card does have an annual fee of $550. Now let's move on to hotel credit cards. The thing about these type of credit cards is that you really have to think about which hotels that you mostly stay in, because hotel credit cards are very personalized. One of the biggest things that make me consider a hotel credit card is the offer of free annual nights. Even though these hotel credit cards do have an annual fee, that free night does make up for it. The first card on this list will be the IHG Rewards Club Premier credit card. Currently with this credit card, you can earn 140,000 bonus points after spending $3,000 within the first 3 months. You can also get a free night after each account anniversary at IHG hotels. Last year, my wife and I, we took our free night staying at the Intercontinental in San Diego. Additionally, you can get an extra free night when you redeem your points for any stay that's 4 nights or longer. Now let's talk about the point system. You can earn 25 points per $1 spent at IHG hotels, 2 times the points on purchases at gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants, and 1 times the points on everything else. Additionally, you can get a $100 credit for global entry and TSA pre-check, and with this credit card, there is an annual fee of $89. The next card on the list will be the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless credit card from Chase. At the making of this video, you can earn 75,000 bonus points after you spend $3,000 in purchases within the first 3 months of your account opening. Now let's talk about how you can earn your points. You can earn 6 times the points on hotels with Marriott and 2 times the points on travel and other purchases. Unlike most credit cards where your points don't expire, these points will expire if you do not make a purchase within 24 months. But on the bright side, the best thing with this card is that you do get a free night every single year after your account anniversary, and you also get free Wi-Fi whenever you stay. And lastly, there is an annual fee of $95. Now let's move on to our next card, which will be the World of Hyatt credit card. Currently with this credit card, you can earn a bonus of 60,000 bonus points. Because there's a little bit of a caveat. Because you can earn 30,000 bonus points after you spend $3,000 in purchases within the first 3 months, but to earn the extra 30,000 bonus points, you would have to do some spending. You earn 2 bonus points for every dollar spent on purchases that earn 1 bonus points up to $15,000 spent within the first 6 months. If that confused you a little bit, it kind of made me too. Essentially, for the first 6 months, anything that earns 1 bonus point it gets doubled up to a maximum of 30,000 points. Now let's talk about the reward system. You earn 9 times the points at Hyatt, 2 times the points for dining, flights, gym memberships, and transit, and also 2 times the points for anything else for the first 6 months. After that, it will just be 1 point. With this credit card, they also offer a free night every single year, and you can earn an additional free night if you spend $15,000 within a calendar year. And lastly, this credit card does have an annual fee of $95. Most of the credit cards that I already did mention have some sort of annual fees, roughly around $90 to $100, but an honorable mention will be the Hilton Honors Aspire card. The reason why I say this is an honorable mention because it has an annual fee of $450. But if you do decide to sign up, currently with this card, you can earn 150,000 Hilton Honor bonus points after spending $4,000 in purchases within the first 3 months. Some other benefits that you do get is complimentary Hilton Diamond status, Priority Pass Select, $250 airline fee credit, 100 Hilton on property credit, and you also get 1 weekend night reward every single year of your card membership. So honestly, it is very possible to get more value from this card if you don't have any other premium travel credit card. Alright, so now let's move on to our next category, which is dining. This includes eating out, takeout orders, or food delivery. So far, we already did mention some credit cards that offer 3 times the points on dining, so to make it worth our while, we gotta find something that's much better than that. The first credit card that we will be talking about will be the US Bank Altitude Go Visa card. At the making of this video, you can earn 20,000 bonus points when you spend $1,000 in eligible purchases within the first 90 days, so that's like a $200 value. Now let's talk about the earning potential. You earn 4 times the points on takeout, food delivery, and dining. You also earn 2 times the points at grocery stores, gas stations, and streaming services, and also 1 times the points on all other purchases. Additionally, you get a $15 credit for annual streaming services such as Netflix or Spotify. So if you are a person who likes to eat out a lot, this is probably one of the best no annual fee cards for this category. The next card that we will be talking about will be the American Express Gold Card. This card is a charge card, meaning that you cannot keep any balances on this card and you would have to pay it off every single month. At the making of this video, you can earn 60,000 membership reward points after you spend $4,000 on eligible purchases within the first 6 months. Typically it's 3 months, but that 6-month extension is very nice. Now let's move on to how you can earn your points. You can earn 4 times the points at restaurants worldwide, including takeout and delivery. You also earn 4x points at US supermarkets up to $25,000 per calendar year. After that, it will just be 1x. You also get 3x the points on flights booked directly through airlines or Amex Travel. But here's another kicker. You can get a $120 worth of dining credit per year. So you can earn a total of $10 in statement credits monthly when you pay for your card with these companies over here. One of the downsides with this card is that there is an annual fee of $250. So effectively, even to maximize the food credit, this comes out to be $130. Hey, Future Nam here. So while I was editing this video, there was actually some new benefits that were released for the MX Gold. Now you can get a $10 Uber credit every single month for a total of $120. Now effectively, your annual fee will just be $10. Now let's talk about gas credit cards. Most of the credit cards out there, they do offer some type of gas benefits. It's typically between 2 to 3%, but here are some that are around 5%. The first credit card that we will be talking about would be the Abound Credit Union Visa Platinum Credit Card. This credit card gives you 5% cash back on all gas purchases. Unlike most credit unions, you do not need to be a member to apply for this one, and there's no limit on how much you can earn. There's also no annual fee, so it is worth keeping for the long term. But on the downside, there's no sign-up bonus, and all other purchases is only 1%. But if you want a dedicated gas card, then this is the one for you. The next card on this list will be the PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa Signature Card. Even though this credit union is targeted towards military individuals, it's really not that difficult to become a member. If you were just to donate $17 to the National Military Family Association, you can become a member of this credit union. So with this card, you can earn 5 points at gas stations, 3 points at supermarkets, and 1 point for all other purchases. The thing about this credit card is that 1 point is now only worth around 0.85 cents, meaning that 5x back is technically worth 4.25x. Even though the value for these points are relatively high, you only can redeem your points for Visa gift cards or use them towards travel. So unfortunately, you can now receive statement credit or cash back. Now let's talk about our honorable mention, which will be the Citi Costco credit card. With these credit cards, you can earn 4% cash back on your first $7,000 spent on gas. Additionally, you can get 3% cash back on restaurants and travel. Even though this credit card does not have an annual fee, you still need to be a Costco member to get one. The reason why a lot of people like this card is that the 4% cash back on Costco gas is a really good deal, since Costco gas is usually cheaper than most gas stations out there. Most gas cashback credit cards don't offer anything when it comes to wholesale clubs gas station. The reason why this is an honorable mention, because it does not apply to everyone, especially if you don't live near a Costco. But even if you do live near one, I really never liked the idea of waiting in line for gas. If you've ever been to a Costco gas station, you know what I'm talking about. Now let's move on to our next category, which is online shopping. This one is a little bit more personalized because it really depends on where you shop the most. Since Amazon is a leader in the e-commerce space, I would highly recommend getting the Amazon Prime Rewards Visa Signature Card. This is only if you do have an Amazon Prime account. If you do not, you can still get the regular Amazon Rewards card. But right now, I'm just going to focus on the Amazon Prime Visa. With this credit card, you earn 5% cash back on purchases made on Amazon, Whole Foods. Additionally, you get 2% cash back at restaurants, gas stations, drugstores, and 1% on everything else. Even though this credit card does not have an annual fee, you still need to have an Amazon Prime account to keep this card active. And at the making of this video, if you were to sign up for this card, you can get a $70 gift card, which is pretty dope. The next card in this category will be the Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card. As you guys probably noticed, this card is in a lot of categories and online shopping is no different. The key reason behind this is that you can continuously select 3% cash back for online purchases. There are other categories as well, but on the topic of online shopping, it is great to get 3% cash back without needing to have a store card. Additionally, you can also get 2% cash back on groceries, wholesale clubs, and 1% cash back on other purchases. So currently, they do have a welcome offer of $200 cash back after you spend $1,000 within the first 90 days, and the best part, there's no annual fees. Now moving on to our next category, which is credit cards that offer rotating categories. With these credit cards, they typically offer a higher percentage back, such as 5% cash back per quarter. The first credit card on this list will be the Chase Freedom Flex card. This is absolutely one of my favorite cards right now. At the making of this video, you can earn a $200 bonus after you spend $500 on purchases within the first 3 months. Now let's talk about earning points or cash back. You get 5% cash back up to $1,500 in purchases in bonus categories every quarter that you activate. The key here is to activate. Additionally, you can earn 5% cash back on travel that's purchased through Chase, 3% cash back on dining in drugstores, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. And the best part, there's no annual fee. Even though the 2021 categories have yet to be announced, I imagine they're going to be very similar to 2020. So here's a chart on the screen that you can pause and check out. The next credit card in this category will be the Discover It Cashback credit card. So similar to the previous credit card, you can earn 5% cash back on rotating categories. They currently do have a list of the categories for this year, so I'll post it on the screen right here so you guys can pause and check it out. Aside from that, you also get 1% cash back on all other purchases, and you also get cashback match for your cashback that you earn within the first year automatically. Additionally, this is a great card to keep for the long term since there's no annual fee. An honorable mention in this category will be the US Bank Cash Plus credit card. With this credit card, you earn 5% cash back on your first $2,000 in combined eligible purchases each quarter in 2 categories that you choose. You also get 2% cash back on 1 category that you chose, such as gas stations, grocery stores, or restaurants. So I'll place the screenshot of the categories right now. The reason why I say this is an honorable mention, just due to the fact that the categories are not all that great. Given the fact, depending on your spending habits, it's not the common ones that you would normally use, such as restaurants, gas, or any other areas where you may have high spending. But again, you know you're spending best, so you may beg to differ. Now let's move on to the next categories, which is one of my favorites, which is talking about sign-up bonuses or welcome offers. So the way I categorize the cards in this section is from the value of the sign-up bonus in regards to the minimum spend plus the annual fee. The first card on the list will be the MX Platinum card. This card was previously mentioned in the premium travel card portion, but nonetheless, this card does offer a great welcome offer. You can get a 100K to 125K membership reward points after you spend $5,000 within the first 6 months. Aside from that, you can also earn 5 times the points on purchases directly made with airlines or MX Travel, and also 5 times the points on hotel bookings made directly with Amex, and also you can earn 1 times the points on everything else. Currently, at the making of this video, there are a bunch of credits that you can redeem to offset the annual fee of $550. As of right now, you can get a $30 monthly PayPal credit until June 30th. Some of the other highlights with this card is that you can get an annual $200 airline fee credit, $200 Uber credit, $100 Saks on Fifth Ave credit, airport lounge access, $100 credit for global entry and TSA PreCheck, and additionally, you can get access to MX offers, which can give you more cash back on certain retailers. The next card on the list will be the Barclays JetBlue Plus credit card. Currently, you can get 40,000 miles after spending $1,000 within the first 3 months. Since JetBlue True Blue points are worth around 1 cent, essentially you get a return of $400. This comes out to be around 40% ROI, which is really high. Even though this credit card does have an annual fee of $99, you do get your first check bag for free, and they also give you 5,000 points every anniversary year. Effectively, your annual fee will just be $49. The next card on the list will be the Bank of America Alaska Airlines Visa Signature Card. So currently with this card, there are 2 sign-up offers available. The one that we'll be talking about in particular will be the $50,000 offer after spending $2,000. Alaska miles are roughly worth around 1 cent per mile, so that welcome offer will be worth around $500. So from an ROI standpoint, that's 25%. So the best way to earn Alaska miles is by spending on Alaska airline tickets, vacation packages, and cargo purchases. because you earn 3 miles per dollar spent. You also get 1 mile for every other dollar that's spent as well. Alaska Airlines Miles does have a lot of partner airlines, so you can transfer your miles to airlines such as American Airlines and Delta. Additionally, with this card, you do get your first check back for free, but unfortunately, there is an annual fee of $75. On the bright side, you do get 1 round-trip coach companion fare every single year, which means that the companion pays around $121 for a round-trip ticket. So now to talk about my overall top picks. These are my daily drivers and the cards that I keep in my wallet on a day-to-day basis. I am a huge fan of no annual fee credit cards, just mainly due to the fact that annual fees offset a lot of the cashback or points that you can possibly earn unless you make use of the benefits or perks. The first one will be the Chase Freedom Flex. I understand that some people may not like the idea of rotating categories, but it really doesn't bother me that much because a lot of the categories are things that I see myself spending. Aside from that, getting 3% cashback on dining and drugstore purchases and 5% on travel purchases through the Chase portal is a pretty good deal. The reason why I like Chase a lot is that if you have any of the other premium travel Chase credit cards, is that your Chase Ultimate Reward points can be worth 25 to 50% more. The next card on the list will be the Citi Double Cash card, or any other card that offers 2% cashback on everything. The reason being is that it makes it very simple just to have one card for everything. It takes the guesswork out of trying to figure out which card for which situation. The last card on my top 3 will be the Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card. The biggest driving factor is due to the fact that you can get 3% cash back on online shopping. Like the majority of us out there during this whole pandemic, a lot of my shopping was done online, especially for things that I needed from Amazon or any other online retailer. Yes, if you have the Amazon Prime credit card, you get 5% cash back, but that's only if you have an Amazon Prime account and order things off Amazon. Meanwhile, I do order things off Amazon, but there are a lot of other online retailers that I do purchase from too. There are not that many credit cards out there that offer 3% cash back on online shopping. So that's why this credit card is in my top 3. So there you guys have it. This is a large roundup of the top credit cards in every particular category. These are just my own personal picks of what I think is best. So depending on your spending habits and what you plan to do, I know that they may be different, but nonetheless, I'm glad that you guys still here. I'll see you guys in my next videos.